Hey, kitties. Oh, I'm getting double voice. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Excuse me. Hey, sorry, I'm a little I'm a little on the low key at the moment. Dang, sorry, coughing fit. Ha. Oh, hey, Robolaz. Thanks for popping in. As always, no pressure. Tonight's gonna be, I don't know. Tonight's gonna be a weird one. I'm kind of forcing myself to stream. I'm not sure if I really should be right now in my mental state, but I don't know. I think I kind of want something out of this today, and I don't know what this is. I kind of do, but I get to play with my new toy. My beloved my beloved pipe Paul has sorry. Damn. Was about to get retired, but I decided to string him along. 1 second, guys. Oh, my spittly splooge. Sorry. Yep, I semi-retired my pipe Paul. I was gonna throw him out, but really the only thing that broke was the base, and it was a fairly clean cut. Just right now, no glue is holding it. So I don't know. At some point, I'll probably make something, like create a whole new base for it. You know, using some clay and resin. Something that's thematic. But yes, I'm using Bootsy. That was my long roundabout way of going it. I'm on the fence with Bootsy. First off, that shop, they ship real quick. The price isn't bad. $20 for I think this is 7.5, 8-inch standard pipe. It's a glass silicone, which is nice. Kind of. I like the soft silicone. Because that's really what happened to Paul. He kind of tipped over and he just hit the floor just right to snap right at the base. Like I said, it didn't break anything. Like, it's still technically a usable pipe. And he's my Paul. He's my buddy. But no, I think my biggest nitpick, that being that silicone, and you know, I should have gone with the beehive. I think the beehive would have resolved the issue I'm about to say, but the little mouth, or not the mouth part, the part where you put your bowl at. I use an e-nail, or I'll kind of jerry rig something, but it's too flimsy at that point. Like, it just looks like a standard pipe, but just more like a lava lamp. But yeah, because it's silicone, they didn't really strengthen the little hose that connects to the base. So if it's anything bigger than just your standard bowl, it's gonna tip, and it's not gonna hurt it. It's like it's just, you know, that was one thing I liked about Paul, is I could just set my e-nail on him and not have to worry about it falling over. So I don't know. I was thinking about getting the beehive one, but I don't really have money to spend, and you know, this is just a nice little placeholder so I don't have to break out Medusa. For those who don't know who Medusa is my pride and joy of pipes. It's technically Medusa 2.0 because OG Medusa got broken in it. But she is a green 13-inch tall vortex pipe. And she has a green ash catcher and tendrils. So she is basically a beautifully modified bong turned hookah. And the funny part is, at some point I want to build like a epic light up base for her to kind of be in theme, like a cyber Medusa. and I want like LEDs in it, and I want little hosieries and pipes. So I can attach anything from a simple bowl to an e-nail, or even just kind of rig up like a vape pen, like a disposable, and just kind of run it that way. Because yes, I can even run my vape pens through pipes. I am that crafty. And also vape pens can fry your throat so bad. But yeah. Yeah, if you don't know, Kitty is a bit of a stoner. Oh, what's that? Oh, I have been demonetized. I'm kidding. I don't make money off this. Oh, there lies the problem. If I could just do everything for free, I really would. I hate money. I hate the concept of monies. But yeah. My brother has a Cell Max Bond from Dragon Ball, and it's really cool. Nice! Yeah, let's see, what do I have? I have Bootsy, which is a lava lamp themed bong. I have Paul, which is my mini bong. He's one of my favorites. That's why I just didn't have the heart to throw him out. I literally went digging in the trash to get him. That's how much I like it. Of course, Medusa's my pride and joy. She is my goddess who gets me proper stoned. I also have a similar to my e-nail. I have a concentrate pen from Luca called what's the real name for him? A unicorn. The official name is the unicorn, but I call mine Little Red Rocket in honor of Fallout and other jokes, and it's a Little Red Rocket. And I also have V, named after V from Vendetta. And that's my buddy. He's in the chat, but I don't want to call him out if he doesn't want to get like flagged or hit for anything, because he's a professional and I don't want him in trouble. But he recommended that, and that's not a, well, it's a pin, but I have it set with a pipe adapter. And it's a dry herb pin. And dude, dry herb pins are fucking awesome. Because I live in an apartment, so I don't get to really smoke straight flower like I enjoy. Because really, in my opinion, if you want to do this sort of thing clean, and I'm not giving advice, I'm just saying in my own personal experience, so no one at me with that. It would help if I actually preheat. And that's a big reason why I like flour. There's no preheating involved. But, yeah, because I live in an apartment with a shared HVAC, yeah, even if I hint at smoking flour, even in my office space, which is completely sealed up with almost no way of airflow getting in and out, yeah, you know, you get the emails, blah, blah, blah. So I moved on to concentrates, which are, you know, depending on where you get them, they can hit a little harder. But I'm not sure how much cleaner they are. Like, putting anything in your lungs is bad, but it's definitely better than vapes. Vapes put some weird shit in their stuff. I really discourage, like, vape pens, especially disposables. Says the guy who has a few. But, yeah, I would definitely say concentrate's a much better step up. Highly recommend going with butter with 2 D's, B-U-D-D-E-R. Also batter. It's the same thing, but to me it's a lot easier to work with. Crumble and honeycomb just break apart too easy. But yeah, then my buddy recommended little V. He's a Max V3 Pro, and don't bother using the concentrate feature on it. It is not good at burning concentrate, but it is amazing at doing dry herb. And yeah, it's great. You know, there's hardly any smell. You get the full bouquet, and you could technically recycle the used bud. You know, unlike regular burning, you burn it down to pretty much, you know, ash. Here, it's not burning it in that sense. It's basically just cooking the resin out of it, and you just pull it from there. So it's clean. leaves no smell. If anything, it actually leaves a very pleasant smell. I think it kind of smells like almost like cedar leaves or something like that. It doesn't even matter what strain it is. Like once it's done, it just kind of has that like lightly autumny cook smell. Like I don't know, if you live in a place and it gets cold enough and people are burning wood like oak or pecan, it kind of reminds me of that smell or something like that. I don't know. I'm rambling. I should be gaming, shouldn't I? I'm sure you guys are like, did he say he was gonna play video games? Yes, but I also said I was gonna talk. And not just my silly talks. I apologize in advance if tonight's stream gets heavy. I really do. I got my naughties for the night. Picked up some Eddies. I'm gonna enjoy my smokies, and yeah, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. Because for all I know, this might be the last stream, kiddies. But then I remembered, 426 is coming up, and I'm an Aliens nerd, so I at least gotta make sure if I'm gonna do a final stream, I gotta at least do an Aliens game. It just wouldn't be right if I didn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens after tonight's stream. But yeah, and I'll probably say that a lot during the stream. There's a lot of things I got a lot on my fucking mind. It's gotten crazy. One sec. I'm down that one. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. Alright, no, I dig it. Sorry, I work multiple chats. I just don't know how to make them all visible. I'm playing Overwatch, and DW, you're really enjoying. I appreciate that. I've been getting I get a lot of wonderful, kind words and compliments from all my virtual mutes and friends, and I appreciate that. My head's just in a really, really bad place where I know what I'm hearing is true because it's come from those people, but just deep down, it's just it's almost like it's bouncing off me. And it's not that I don't want to believe it. It's just things have gotten so much more muddled than I'm used to. I have constantly lived a life of up, down, chaos, in and out. Like when I say I have lived a life of just constant fight or flight, not even a remote exaggeration. There are brief moments where I'm like, oh, so this is what chill feels like. Like real chill. Legitimately. Undeniable. Can't question it. Can't be like, well, this is kind of my chill time. No, I mean like just like, oh, that's what peace and quiet and contentment feels like. But I've only had it a few times, and I'm pretty sure I could count it on one hand. I think of a Red Dwarf episode where they discover the luck virus. There's some great, yeah. That would kind of make sense. Isn't luck kind of a virus? Like a positive virus. So when you catch luck, oh man, it's great. And then you just lose it. And you lose it for a long time. Unless you're someone that, is just suffering from luck all the time. I was about to make a really bad political joke, but I'm glad I caught myself in mid-puff. Oh, no one finished that joke if they share a similar mindset as me. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oop, nope, wrong one. Boop. Hello. And tonight we shall be playing Black Screen, my favorite game. No, we're playing Tiny Tina. There we go. Oh, come on, load up. There we go. Yay! I haven't played this in a minute.
Look at me, I'm a kitty boy! Kitty, 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 meow, meow, meow.
Ugh. See, I can't even help but go into my character. Oh, it's weird constantly living with a mask that you have to shift. Maybe that's why I like hexadecimal from Reboot so much. Not just because she's crazy and she's got them mommy vibes, but and mommy thighs. Rawr. But yeah, I totally get just that notion of constantly having to flip through masks, you know, whether it be to express an emotion or, you know, associate with another NPC. That's what I am. I'm an NPC who wishes to be a player. You know, I don't need to be the main player. Alright, let's see. Rawr. Hopefully you guys can hear the game pretty well. We'll see. If I need to tweak it, I'll tweak it. Where did I leave off? Tits. Come here. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, why you gotta be so annoying? Damn it. Sorry. 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 Oh. I also noticed something else is bugging out. Is it coming back? Ah! I lost it! Alright, that's fine. Hope I didn't lose you guys. I had to make some network tweaks. I don't think I lost you. We'll see. Motherfucker.
Cubos.
Yeah, I know. There we go. I think I'm back. Yay! Sorry about that. I was fiddling with network shit. I'm back. I'm back. I'm sure there are voice actors out there who can legitimately sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but who wants to do that? It's more fun to do that. Okay, now we're back. Signing in. Yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a delay over there. Alright, that's fine. It's not super egregious. Alright, let's hop on in. Oh. That's one thing I really don't care for standard pipes, though. I like the vortex pipes and the bubblers. I don't like that instant hit of smoke. I mean, unless I'm using my wizard's pipe. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I have a wizard's pipe. I don't get to break it out very often because there's no kerfufflery there. That's all good old-fashioned pipe. But I used to have a cyber pipe, but they're unfortunately, like, most of them are really cheap, or they don't quite look pipe-ish. Though I did see a cool one that's a dry burner, but that one's like, that's expensive, and as I mentioned before, I has no real money. I'm legit actually poor, guys. Like, I have my part-time job. Oh, how do I attack shit? I totally forgot how to play my own game. It's been that long. Yeah, it's been wacky. Gameplay? No, controls. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Next weapon, primary use, jump to... Ah, that's right. That's how you melee. That's what I was trying to do. Melee. Melee. I can't hear shit. Can you guys hear shit? There we go. I was like, damn, this game be quiet all of a sudden. Oh, it zooms in and out. Whoopsie. Random encounter! Fuck up.
I just fell in with the wrong crowd.
Oh shit, that actually worked. Punch an enemy chasing you in the overworld. Okay, cool. I made it an achievement! Yay! But yeah, the shit with the full-time jobs, trying to get a full-time job is not getting any better, and I am currently surviving off of pity from people I don't want that pity from. But I can't really say no, you know what I'm saying? But it's got me questioning a lot. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Oh, wrong button. Journal, here you can view the records. Okay, cool. Glad I'm still in this stage because it's been a while. The tab displays. I wish I could load in my original build because I've already beaten this on Xbox and I love how my character came out there, but whatevs. Skip tutorial. You know, I just realized too, if anyone wants to pop in, they can. I just don't. I didn't check to see if I have the settings set for multiplayer. Whoopsie. Complete them all. Okay, cool. Buffs, scrolls, yeah, maps. That's what I need. I should be reading that, but I'm not. Okay. Oh, that's my target. What is that? Well, then I guess that's what we shall be doing. Skills! Skills to pay the bills! If you know how to market said skills to pay said bills, which I do not. And therein lies the problem. I got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. Oh, you know, there's so much stuff here. I bet that's what I was originally doing. Yeah. This is the one I got to, right? That's the castle, right? Or am I in the wrong spot? Am I?
There, a bridge upturn. Perhaps you could cross over it. Give it a big thwack.
Thwack.
Them's a haiku, baby.
Garth. That was a haiku. Excellent. No, I cannot do a Mike Myers voice. So he kind of comes off more like Keanu. Huh. I like Keanu. I would totally get along with Keanu. He's cool. Oh god, my character moves slaws. But yeah, I'm in a weird state. I've been dealing with like so many failures in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years now. We can call it 5 if you want. And a lot of it's shit that's just kind of a combination of work related, personal life related, but there's just been so many failures that the two things I could probably make decent dollar at, nothing I could like truly 100% survive on, but enough to where I could try to make this my career, is my voice acting, even my mask making. Don't get me wrong, I would love to go back to my photography. I was a professional photographer for a good while. Hell, I even fucking modeled for a stint. I don't have that confidence no more. That was a very short-lived experience there, the modeling part, but nonetheless, like, I was doing well enough at that I felt I could balance a normal 9-to-5 part-time or full-time and do well at that. But then just so much shit happened in between there and I kind of fell off and disappeared. You know, the music thing is fun, but I don't really make a career off that. But voice acting and mask making, those are two things I should be able to easily do consistently with no fucking issues. And market well enough to thrive off it so I don't have to stress about, you know, screaming for a full-time job right now. But I have literal paralysis at this point. It's a like extreme version of decision paralysis. I forgot what it was officially called, but it's like even the most minute decision just shuts me down. And it is so frustrating unless it's an absolute obligation or job related, because I do have a part-time job still, and you know, it's nothing to survive off of. Like, period. Like, if it weren't for a certain people helping me that I wish weren't helping me, I would be really worse off than I am right now. And I am thankful that I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not arrogant. Come on. You know, I am currently living off the kindness and or pity of others right now. And it sucks. You know? And again, it's got me questioning my career path as an artist, cuz I'm not kidding when I say I've been doing this, chasing this dream of being a working creator, you know, in the audio visual multi-arts since I was roughly 12. From making my very first CD and shilling that, to learning how to become a strong photographer based on my history of and love of cinema, which is what led me into photography. And you know, just from there it kind of kept growing. Hell, my musical path, you know, when I was a front man and making my own music more consistently, that was because of photography. Photography let me in so many places, dudes. And then just kind of shit kept shifting and changing. And now I'm at a stage I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, do I just give up on the art and just kind of try to stick with a 100% 9 to 5? You know, that's fine, but it's I've done many of jobs, kids, and I've earned my skills. I've earned my scars. You know, some jobs were chill and laid back. Many were left some deep scars. And most of my left because they just couldn't pay to keep up with rent. Hell, I've had to job hop so much that's been contributing to my mental state, my anxieties. That's what I was looking for. I need to sell off some gear. Can I? How far back am I? Can I sell anything? Maybe I can't right now. It may be that early into the game. There's got to be a vending machine here somewhere, though. I know there is. Like, I'm still gonna get a full-time job. I've never had the confidence in myself to truly be a 100%, you know, working artist and performer. You know, I wish I did, and again, therein lies yet another problem. I don't believe in myself enough. So with this combination of constant failures and rejection and almost could have been, almost was, missed opportunities, on top of the current financial situation, on top of my current mental health situation, it's just, yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I'm practically begging my part-time job to just give me a fucking full-time role. That's it. I don't even need the position I want. You know, the position I'm currently working is fine. It's just I would be more suited in a better full-time role in a different department. And I'm cool with that. But with it not happening and me constantly searching for over a year, and I apologize, guys. I know I'm kind of all over the map here. I tried to warn you. I tried. You know, it's just, you know, basically what the last job did to me, because I want to stress, the last job did damage. What they did to me in the entire time I worked there, but especially in the last year, I have no words. It takes a special kind of people. The kind of people that vote for the shit that's going on kind of people. You know. Oh, sweet. I got a thingy. Oh. Ah, damn it, but I can't pick any of it up because I need a vending machine, god damn it. Yeah. Yeah, what they did to me is playing a big part in this, because I I haven't attempted to really voice act or make masks or even do much of anything in what fulfills me as a creator. Like, and it's not that I don't have the ideas. It's not that it wouldn't bring me joy. It's just every time I try, I either got to think about how is this going to make me money, or am I just wasting time? And I get too locked into that, and I keep putting more and more reasons why I shouldn't or couldn't. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a long way of saying I have been seriously debating in these last several months, more so than ever in my life. And I've had these creator existential crises many times in the past. And this probably won't even be the last, honestly, if I'm being blunt and fair. But it's just, is it time for me to finally just learn to grow up and stop pretending I could be something more than I am? You know, how do I learn to be content with that? Should I be content with that? I appreciate that, Viv. I really do. Also, I'm really sorry I don't come into a lot of people's streams. And I'll get to that as well. That's something that's going to be talked about during this. By the way, I have no health insurance, which means I have no therapist, so pull up a chair. Oh, fuck. Where was I at on all this? I guess I'm really just trying to figure out, am I retiring as an artist? Because it's one thing to do a hiatus, but I've had hiatuses before. Hell, my longest hiatus was 10 years, guys, because I tried to play the normie. I really did. And about actually now almost 6 years ago, I decided, fuck it, I got nothing to lose. I will try to do the voice acting and the mask making, and I was getting some headway there. In fact, recently I've gotten some amazing feedback, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I trust me, ask Gene, if you can find a friend who knows me personally, ask them. I don't praise myself. It's rare. So, you know, I felt like I was getting some really strong feedback and comments that enough that if I could just figure out how to organize that, how to logistify it into a way where I can mentally see it as a proper job, a proper career, I would pursue this voice acting even stronger. I would genuinely love to be a full-time voice actor, and I'd probably like to stream more because of it. Because I'm going to make a confession. I don't really get hardcore into streams or podcasts like many people do, you know? Oop, that explodes. I get the appeal. It's just my ADHD and focus is just so all over the place. It's really hard for me to enjoy them myself. And playing them feels awkward because, you know, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. You know, and it's not to belittle anyone that does this, by the way. You know, Viv, I know you do this, and I think you do an amazing job. The times I pop there, I've enjoyed it. it's just for me, it just doesn't quite hit the same as, like, you know, completing a killer photo shoot, or making a fucking costume that you're proud of, or a mask, or pumping out a track, or writing some deep lyrics, or a skit, or even a short story. By the way, yes, I do write short stories from time to time. I just never release them. I don't release a lot of shit. That's, yes, I know, a lot of problems. I don't release anything, but I create a lot. I have a love and passion for my art and craft that I want it to be a career, but I have no clue how to make it a career. I am a working class slub, so my brain is just pre-programmed to acknowledge that anything that isn't your standard 9 to 5 that gives you a paycheck on a regular basis with insurance, then it's a complete waste of time. Which, primarily musically, I would say I lean more towards industrial. My hugest influences, vocally, my influences are heavily Mike Patton and Danny Elfman and Trent Reznor. You'll hear that name a lot. Stylistically, very Nine Inch Nails, very Skinny Puppy, a little hint of KMFDM. Philosophically, I'm like Keith Flint, Trent, Henry Rollins. There's definitely a lot of John Carpenter in my drum, program drums and synths. I'm not a multi-instrumentalist. I can kind of plunk on instruments, but I'm mostly a vocalist who's decent at mimicking instruments. I'm also an experimentalist, so I like getting weird stuff and making them into instruments. I'll repurpose shit, but it usually just comes down to me just playing with a drum machine and a synthesizer or a sequencer. Like I miss my wall of synths. That was one thing. I used to work for one of the major tech companies for a couple of years, and I had myself some fun toys. Nothing over the top, but you know, I had some of my retros. As of now, I have my Casio 6 CT640, which is just a standard keyboard, like an old retro keyboard I use as a MIDI controller. And I have my HR16s and my DD5, which are all retro drum synths, and I love them. Yeah, Fruity Loops is the one I use. Because I hate myself. No, it's I use Fruity Loops for the same reason I still use Photoshop. Though I do not pay for Photoshop. Fuck you, Adobe. Oh, hey, yay, I'm here. Oh, I think the vending machines are here. But I use it for the same reason I use Photoshop. You're the one defining your workspace. And there's so much you can do with it. Like I barely use. I will be generous and say I probably utilize 15 to 25% of what Fruity Loops is truly capable of. You know, and you know, I'm glad you said you're a Gimper, because I try to get into GIMP, and how you feel about Fruity Loops is how I feel about GIMP. I can guarantee that without any other context. I guarantee how you feel about Fruity Loops is how I feel about GIMP. And I love GIMP. I love what it can do. It's one of those things I have to sit down and I would have to really fucking learn it. Because I didn't necessarily go to school to become a photographer. I was already a photographer and a digital artist before I went to college. But I honed my skills there, and I primarily learned off of Adobe products. So them's the kind of the breaks. If it precursors instruments, if you want like pre-built VSTs that it comes with, get the signature edition, or the producer edition's okay, but the signature edition gets you all the goodies. And frankly, for like, what is it? I think it's $200 for the full edition, and you do generally get a lifetime updates on them. It's good software, and frankly, ImageLine is one of the more ethical, dare I say, than all the others. Currently, you know, they're pretty old school in that sense, and I like that about them. But another big reason why I like FL Studio is it's so VST friendly. It's a pain to organize your VSTs, your instruments and effects. It really is. Like, just go in knowing that FL Studios, outside of the very basic 808, which is another big reason why I love it, because the 808 is one of my favorite drum synths. You're gonna be kind of playing Explorer for the remainder of your use of it, or you take a class on it. but it's compatibility with so many VSTs, whether official or user made, is amazing. Yeah, it's when you open up FL Studios, its default is an 808 drum machine and a bass synth, and you can just go to town. And almost, yeah, I'd say the majority of my tracks since using it, if you listen very carefully, there's always an underlining 808 because of that. Kind of like how Trent Reznor always has like a very underlining drum machine. That's basically what I do. The hi-hat you hear in almost every track I have, that's just the constant, tempo hi-hat, that is just me doing my Trent Reznor impression using the 808. Sometimes I'll change the samples on it, but it's just basically a standard 808. It's using the OG 808s. It's not an official Roland 808 VST. It's just basically what the layout is. I know, nerd. But yeah, like I have some VSTs that mimic circuit bent instruments, because one of my drum machines is circuit bent. That's why I'll never get rid of that one. It's nice having a VST that mimics it, because it can be more consistent than the real thing. Listen to any interviews from Trent Reznor in the early days of Nine Inch Nails, and he will constantly bring up how circuit bent instruments are what kind of defined his sound. In fact, most of industrial music has to thank circuit bending for its initial sound. I'm blanking on the father of circuit bending. I have his book. I'll figure it out later. But
you would provide passage were you to give it a thwack.
A thwack. I need a vending machine so bad. That's why I'm aimlessly wandering. But yeah, that user doesn't make VSTs anymore, and it was back in the day when creators used to actually make shit for free and put it out there. Maybe that's why I can't market myself, because I rather just give my art out for free, which means I can't survive off of it, which means I can't do it. Yeah, feel the vicious cycle. But yeah, no, they're really cool. You can still scrounge them up, but I've been carrying these VSTs. I'm a digital hoarder, guys. So media assets, VSTs, things I've made, purchased, I hold on to as long as I can. And I'm very big at repurposing things when I can. Here you go. This is where, I'll go here. I think there's a vending machine here. But yeah, I haven't made music in a long time. Like I re-released, or I shouldn't say I re-released it. I posted the last real song I made. I never mastered it. I can't master for shit.
Well, look what the cat coughed up. Yeah, good thing that caravan's not ominous. Might be scared otherwise.
Oh, it's the first time I came here, so they're gonna do the whole dialogue thing.
Looks awfully demonic, which is both unfortunate and telling, if you ask me.
But yeah, last song I made was probably 3 years ago. Fuck. Like full-on song, lyrics, composition, drums layered, everything. Outside of mastering, it's more or less a complete track. Truly complete, and one I'm most proud of. It's one of my favorites. But I haven't done that in a long time. I've kind of made a bunch of little ones. Nothing past 30 seconds. Like at this point, I could just probably sell all my little weird bleep bloop noises and experiments as assets, but I don't know how to do that either. And again, I keep coming back to the same problem. For me to thrive as an artist, I have to somehow make money off of it. I can't balance. I have come to terms that I cannot truly balance the 9 to 5 standards, especially multiple 9 to 5s, and try to be an artist. I can't do both.
Money talks and fortunes tell.
But for me to, oh my god, she is still fucking talking. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's beautiful and I love her voice, but
or your stomach for killing the dreams of lost souls, but it pays fabulously. All you need
Oh
to
yeah,
do
rub it in. I
is
want a
look
job that
into
pays
you
fabulously.
and say yes to what you see. You've
Cool.
come this far of your
Uh-huh.
own free will.
Uh-huh.
A little farther won't hurt.
Uh-huh. Where's the vending machine? I need a vending machine, goddamn. There! Hey! Vending machines! Fucking A! How long did that take? Almost over 30 minutes? I don't know. Sell junk. Cool. Now let's go through this shit. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I've been at a major loss. Like, I really want to put my 1000% into just being a creator all the time. That's all I've ever wanted in my life, was just to be a creator. And if I could somehow logify or finally land someone I trust to just play agent to me, who can actually help me make this a viable business for myself, I would genuinely be a full-time voice actor. I'd still do the masks. I'd still do my music and other weird shit, but I think I could thrive as a voice actor, but I have no clue. Like, I've taken classes and I've gotten some good advice. I know where to look. I have the tools. I have the skill. I have the ability. I'm not thinking I will be amazing and score this, that, and that all the time, but, you know, I could see myself consistently getting regular work, even if it was just like commercial, a voicemail, or whatever is needed. Whatever, work is work, and it's something I love. I don't know how to do that on my own. You know, I tried doing the solo business artist thing, you know, with my original ZHK Studios, which I'm considering bringing back, but in just a new form. Again, yet again, me repurposing something old that was, you know, waste not, what not, laddies and lassies. But, you know, where do you go? You know, and I just, it was a lot easier, you know, when I was first starting out, and it was hard just crawling back up out of a hiatus. Like, I'm nowhere near where I once was, but fine, that never really bothered me. I just want something that feels like a guaranteed stability, or at least guaranteed enough to where I feel confident enough to do it. But right now, all I can think about is just, I need a 9 to 5. I need a 9 to 5. I need a 9 to 5, and I need it to pay well enough to fund the things I want to fund. But I've been playing that for so long. I'm 40 years old, guys. You know, I'm been told I don't quite look it or sound it. I know I don't act it. 'Cause I'm immature. Yay! Blah 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 blah. A guy who plays video games, immature, pish posh bagosh. But it's just, I'm kind of tired of being dependent on family or having the job hop just so I can make sure I can pay my rent, living paycheck to paycheck, you know. And I know we're all dealing with it. I know we're all struggling, but it's coming to a head for me, and I really don't know what to fucking do, guys. Like, I've tried masking this so that way I'm just hey, look at me, I'm Zachary Xanatos, haha, I'm perfectly fine, you know, like some folks can keep that on. And I've tried just not saying anything, and that doesn't help. So, you know, this is me. You know, I'm a flawed fucking piece of shit. I'm weird. I'm mentally unstable. But I'm passionate. I'm creative. I love what I fucking do as an artist. So it has been hell. A perpetual living hell to not be able to create, to voice, to audition, to doot on a keyboard, or even just play a fucking video game and talk. without it feeling like I'm just being an annoyance or a burden or just wasting my time and everyone else's time. I know I should be shooting shit, but I'm just like, rage, yell at the moon, fuck you, moon, fuck you. But yeah, I'm in a mental kerfuffle is what the deal is. And it's just, I just don't know what to do, guys. I really don't. Because trust me, today I talked to my managers and I felt like I was on my fucking knees. And I like working at the place I work, but I hate begging. I hate being like, "Please, sir, can I have a job?" Well, why do you want to work here? Well, why the fuck do you think I want to work here? I need money. I don't like money, but I allegedly need it, so here we are. Like, legit, if money didn't fucking exist, I would just be a full-time artist making weird shit that makes people smile or think or just be weird for the sake of weird. Not everything has to have a purpose. I like it when it does. I like when I make shit that has a purpose, but I'm okay with just weird for the weird's sake. It's what got me started to begin with. And I would teach on the side. I would love to be a college professor. I genuinely would. Hell, I have an opportunity to be a tutor right now, and I'm hesitant on that. It's pissing me off. Like, think about that. And when I'm saying think about it, I'm not talking to all of yous out there in ether, but like for me, I'm trying to think out loud here. Like, what the fuck? I could be a working voice actor, make some weird masks on the side that I can sell a batch every month or so, and tutor. You know, that's, and hell, keep my part-time job. Like that, right there, that sounds logical to me. I verbally think I can do it. I have the tools. I have the ability. I have the opportunity. I definitely have the fucking time. You know, I'm free of that burden, but every time I don't believe in myself. I question myself and I shut down. And I go, yeah, but that's not a 9 to 5. You need a traditional 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 will fund that stuff. You keep the 9 to 5 and fund it until something magical happens and you don't have to do that. So therein lies me sitting here going, okay, so do I try to risk it all? Do I jump in and try to push for it harder and really, really, really treat it like it's a job? Because I can. Don't quite want to. Especially by myself. I really don't think I can do everything I know I can do by myself. I can do the all the crazy stuff, but the business shit, I can't do that. I can't business for shit.
Ooh, numbers.
I know, right? Numbers, they fucking suck. I'm dyslexic. And shilling, I fucking hate marketing. It's another reason why I'm not always big on the whole fucking, you know, Twitch thing and podcasting. It feels more like I'm using it as a marketing tool than anything else. And I hate shilling. I miss the days when I had made the art and I put the art out there and people, they liked the art and they bought the art and that's all I had to do. But now I gotta dance and woo, and yeah, it's just, yeah. And again, what I'm saying is mostly subconscious. Because again, my inner Spock yells at me and goes, you know that's not entirely true. And I go, yeah, I know. But I'm still not able to do it. If I could, I would. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to compare it. So yeah, I'm at a weird crossroad where I'm just like, I don't think I can balance a traditional 9 to 5, like, and truly treat it like a permanent career from henceforth. No longer even considering job hopping as an option. I think once you hit 40, age discrimination is a real thing, guys. Wow, the moment I hit 40, it's so weird. You go from 39, people treat you normal, and then you hit 40, and then it's like everything shifts, and it's really fucked up. Because I don't necessarily feel that way, you know. Don't get me wrong. I trust me. I'm getting older. I can feel it, but not to the extent I see others. I'm shockingly spry for a 40-year-old, especially considering I'm not built very well. But I don't know. It's that, and try to do that to a point where I can just be content. Which, you know, just I've seen content, or what people call content. I grew up watching that contentment, and it ain't pretty. It's very bitter. It's very nasty, and it's extremely toxic. So I've been running away from that all my life. This idea of settling down for a 9-to-5, white picket fence, you know, wife and a family and kids and dogs and a mortgage and blah, 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 blah. And I saw so many people in my family do that, and they're financially well off, but they were always miserable. My father is fucking miserable. My parents are miserable people. I'm just putting that out there. Most of my family's miserable. So it's like, what good is that stability if I'm miserable? And I'm already miserable. I've been miserable since I was 9. Actually sooner, but we'll just say 9. We'll throw a number out there. Yeah. Sorry, I keep staring off to space when I ramble. Or, you know, I suck it up and I do the daring thing. I choose art. Risk it all. Truly risk it all. Reject any help from family and beg for the help of people that are in the circles of my art, my fields, my passions. Beg you fuckers, I don't know. But I hate begging for shit unless I've made something. You know, it's why the idea of Patreon and Throne and Ko-Fi throw me off, because it's like, I don't know how to make that work. Because at the end of the day, yeah, as much as I hate to really admit it, I am an artist. And the problem with artists is it's very passion driven. It's very hard to make it truly like a job and still maintain that artist feeling. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I know I'm wasting time. Let's see what I got here. Spell Lord. I still like that one better. No, we're gonna mark that one as junk. Speaking of Ko-Fi or coffee, I think it's pronounced coffee, isn't it? Because, you know, it's like buy me a coffee. Something I don't need more of in my life. Uh-oh. Oh no, do I have dead stick on my controller? Damn. That's not bad. But I think that one's good. What do we got here, though? Oh, but it does give me some buffs since... You know, that might actually be... Yeah, what the hell? I'm stupid. I'll just go with this one, dum-dum. Yeah, that's a solid one. Yeah, I think Yeah. I need to get another Hall controller. I hate that the Microsoft controllers are just... Why can't everyone just adopt the Hall joysticks? They're so much better. Alright, cool. I promise I will actually... God damn, fuck. Alright, there. Yeah, I don't know. And by the way, you know, all this rambling and everything I'm talking about, you know, all these like hard life decisions and everything I'm struggling with my performance paralysis or decision paralysis, you know, this weird crossroads of hunting for a 9 to 5 career now, or just say fuck it and just go all in on the art, because finding that balance is, I've reached a point where the balance isn't possible anymore. So I got to pick a lane. I know that much. I have to pick a lane because the balance is never gonna fucking happen. It was possible in my teens. It was possible in my 20s. It was barely possible. No, it wasn't possible in my 30s. I practically gave up. It wasn't until my mid 30s that I was just like, yeah, I want to try to see where this goes if I push towards voice acting, and I ended up loving it. And then I got positive feedback on it, which is bad. Stop giving me positive feedback on the shit I create, people. It just makes me want to do it more. Oh, yeah, those are my only guns, so they're fine. But my melee... What do I got in melee? Oh, that's got some nice damage boost. Attack speed's higher, I like that. Critical damage isn't that much less. Critical chance, about the same. 10%. Oh, those are my debuffs. Damn. Still, it's not that much difference. 29. Yeah, we'll swap that out. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh. These are actually some toughies here. That one can be trashed. Yeah, I feel this one gives me better options. Alright, cool. Mark that as... Ah, damn it. Yeah, I definitely got a dead stick there. Fuck. But no, I am inviting, my viewers, my listeners, my Twitchers. You guys are welcome to chime in too. One, the interaction keeps me going, but yeah, it's just, I know it's a lot. And again, for those that are just popping in and are like, dude, go get some therapy. I was. Unfortunately, my job shit-canned me, and in the good old US of A, if you got no job, you basically got no insurance. I now owe a $5,000 ER bill because I had to recently go in due to a head thing. They didn't find anything. So all good there. I don't have any like noticeable brain damage, but something's definitely up. I'm still experiencing the issues. But it may be a combination of both my current mental state and stress, and in my genetics, but also it may be something more neurological, which could just be genetics and age, which is scary, or it could be something more substantial. But I won't be able to find out until I get insurance, which is another reason why I'm at this weird crossroads. 9 to 5, insurance guaranteed in most situations. If I choose to be a full-time artist, insurance is a lot harder and way more expensive independently. So, yeah. Also, business taxes, expenses, numbers. Ah! No! And second and Twitch. It's just hate to you. Yeah. But wait. Been sitting here for a bit and I swapped tabs for 1 second and Twitch just freaks out. Oh, yeah. I'm still surprised Twitch doesn't have a truly dedicated desktop application. You'd think they would. It would make sense, especially if you're a creator or streamer. Oh, sorry. That one's definitely shit. That one's shit. That one's shite. Come on, man. Seriously? And I like this controller, too. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, this... Don't make me switch back to mouse and keyboard for this. Oh, that is a lot of shitty books. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, that might be a good... Well, hold on. Let's see what we got here. No, that one's not a good one. All right, sorry. Stop doing that. Okay, cool. All right, nothing there. And here we go. But no, yeah, the U.S. medical system is... It was never good, but it's definitely getting worse. That seems to be a common thing I feel I'm having to say a lot more. And it pisses me off because it's the thing I hated about people older than me always saying, like, oh, it's getting so much worse. And I do genuinely believe that most of the older gens, the boomer types, like the literal boomers, not boomer, but like baby boomers. Sorry if you're a baby boomer and listening. But like when they say, oh, shit's getting worse or things are changing, they just don't like the change. I just feel like things are getting worse because they're deliberately being made to be inconvenient instead of betterments, and everything's just greed and power. It's just greed and power, greed and power, greed and power. And I always feel like it's coming from that older generation. So like when I'm saying things feel like they're getting worse, like the internet feels like it's getting worse, and medical's feeling like it's getting worse, and finding a job feels like it's getting worse. I genuinely think it is because the numbers match. And the people that are in charge are the very people who are bitching how things are getting worse socially when things were progressing forward. Like, equality and equity was good. Environmental was good. Being able to get a job anywhere and it be a more or less living wage, which we were never really there. Actually, we could have been back in the 70s, but that's history. Literally, go ahead, look it up. In the 70s, we were... You can't see me doing it. We were so close to having shorter work weeks, better hours, and more work-life balance. But then the 80s happened, and then the boomers thrived, and then greed and power just kind of stuck to them like shit to a blanket. Thanks, Reagan! That came from a real place, didn't it? I was a kid when Reagan was... Well, actually, I was barely a kid. When was Reagan's last year? Was it 90? Was it 90 or 91? I think I was like 6 then or something. Some of you are like, oh, you're still a baby. Others are like, fucking old man. I'm like, yeah. I'm an enigma. I stride the lines of everything. Okay, sell my junk. Alright, cool. I've been playing for about an hour and a half. I haven't shot anything. I punched a dude. I punched a dude real hard in the fucking face. He just went blah. But here's what I'm gonna do real quick, kiddies. I'm sure you've grown weary of me pissing and moaning. I'm very good at pissing and moaning, by the way. Speaking of which, I'm gonna step away. I'm going to piss, and then I might moan some more later. Alright, kids. Hang tin. I shall return. There we go. Cal. Let's see. Sorry. Catching up here. Gotta love the U.S. medical. What's bullshit is they used to have one, but removed it because no one used it. Fair. There was a video essay I had on background about that actually, and he did a good explanation of the reasons that boomers became. Yeah, no, there's some really great videos on it, and there's some good ones on my generation. Sorry, I get a little wishy-washy on my generation. My sibling and I are weird. We're beautifully 10 years apart. 10 years and 6 months to be specific. And I was an 86er and they were 96ers. So I'm technically defined as a X-lineal, because I'm like at the bastard ass end of the X generations, and I was raised by young X generationers because, you know, they didn't teach sex education. Words are hard. Just like they don't speak English anymore here. And my sibling is a zillennial because they were born at the ass end of my generation. So it's like, so we're both technically millennials, but I'm more millennial, but I have elements of the Xers, and they're more. Honestly, it baffles me, but there's some really good video essays out there, and there's one guy who does such an amazing job because he really breaks down the minutia of the sociology and psychology and even the history that influences it. And I gotta say, the more and more I read up and learn about the baby boomers and boomer generation, not just from current stuff, but even stuff written by that very generation. Like, great example, George Carlin was a champion of generationism. Not sure if that's a real word. I'm making up shit, but he was brilliant at it because he never truly he embraced that he was getting old, but he hated the idea that there was generational separation, and he recognizes that the generation that pushed it the most was his generation, and he recognizes that his generation is and has been the big problem. It's not to say they're all bad. Like, obviously George Carlin was great, you know, but I hate to say it, it's like a certain religion. That's an exception, not the rule, and that's tragic. And I hate doing it because I hate generational separation. I think there should be generational unity. There's so much we learn from each other. We're all living in the present, and we just need enough information about the past and enough hope for the future, and we meet in the middle. What's so fucking wrong with that? Symbiosis. It really be that easy, guys. I know it sounds easier said than done, but genuinely think about it. Symbiosis. Social symbiosis. Be an individual. Learn to be yourself. Truly embrace the self, but recognize for you to thrive and exist your true self, you have to work symbiotically with others. A social honor system. I feel like we've reached the point we could do it.
Why do I get the feeling there's something extra cheesy behind this mirror?
And by the way, you Gen Xers, hey, listen, you're in it with us too, but you gotta lose that apathy, baby. Please join up with us, because you're making it hard for us millennials to want to keep trying. You fuckers raised us to try. God damn it! You gave us the tools and access to all the things that helped us be creative and critical thinkers and fight for independence. And it's so frustrating. Frustrating. Old man yells at sky. Old, young, old, I don't know. Middle-aged guy shakes fist at sky. There we go. Punch.
Sits nearby, playing all hard to get.
Yeah, cool. Alright. Hey, they were shooting arrows at me. Alright, where am I going with all this? Here we go. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Where am I? Am I? Alright, let's try that one. Now, where am I going? Now I can go forward. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been going through, guys. And I know my social media posts are all over the map. It's been mentally trying, and yeah, when you reach a point where you've tried so hard for so long, it feels like you've tried everything. It just wears on you. And now I just can't even make basic decisions because of it. It's absolutely fucking frustrating. You know, it's the fear of making yet another bad decision, or at least what feels like a bad decision. It makes it really hard to make a call. And I know it's not something that's going to happen overnight. By the way, yes, I will stream again. This won't be the last stream. Again, mostly because Aliens Day is coming up, you know, LV426, and I have to celebrate LV426 by playing, marathoning if I can, as many Alien games as I can get away with. If only I had my emulator set up. I'd make you guys watch me play Alien Trilogy from the PS1 era. Oh wait, no, I still have the OG version. That could be fun. Yeah, there you go. Older guy, you know. I live! Butt Stallion! Yeah, Laz, we gotta get you on this one, because I think you would get a kick out of Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Why didn't she just absorb the Dragon Lord's soul and be done with him?
Because, I don't know, he's bad, but he's not that bad. And what do you now want a villain to fight? Huh, Fret?
Yeah, Fret.
Character face? Who's character face? Fred is? Or character's face is Nightmare? What do you mean? I have a cute character. Fuck you. Where? No, bring him up. Bring him up. It won't let me open up. Okay, cool. Fuck off. Ah! Show me my face! There. What's so fugly about my character? I think he's a cute cat boy. He's definitely got a better ass than me, that's for sure. No pudge. He actually has a very similar jawline to what mine was. Oh, I know what you're saying. Oh, you meant like when he's in the overworld, when he's in the chibi form. Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about, huh? Oh, come on. Big head mode is great. I like bobblehead kitty me. I mean, I haven't gotten a chance to really play with it. I lost all my my launch box. I don't know what fucking happened. I'm pretty sure it was a Windows 11 thing, because fuck knows it's been pissing me off. Yeah, my launch box just ate all my emulators while I was doing updates. Like just every single emulator I had set up, and I have a good chunk of emulators set up, mostly Sega, PlayStation, and so forth. But I had a good number of them. Luckily, all my games are good. Games are fine, including all my abandonware shit. But like, yeah, my Sims games, all my retro Sims games, including my cracks, all my abandonware, all my other stuff, they're fine. But it's just gonna take forever to set that all back up. It's such a pain in the ass. Thankfully, I don't have MAME set up yet. MAME, I still can't wrap my head around MAME. That's the arcade emulator for those who don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna shop for anything. I'm just going with what I got. I don't have the focus to read too much details. But yeah, I'm not sure if I ever streamed an emulated game yet.
Hello there.
You're here for the Sword of Souls, aren't you? They put me in here for being possessive, but the joke's on them. I'm gonna get to the sword first. Then the Dragon Lord's gonna make me his right-hand lady.
Hey, she's just trying to make us learn exposition. Shoot her in the face a lot.
Blah.
Classic narcissist. I saw a lot of myself in her.
Zombos.
That's not gonna work on me, you cutie dummy. I told you I was possessive. That body sucked anyway.
So are you like single? I'm okay with possessive. I'm a little needy. See, it bounces out, right? Come back, I'm lonely. I'm totally joking, and that was totally not a real moment. Right.
Job stealing hack. Handsome though. A handsome hack.
Freeze. Oh yeah, that's right. I can swap up. Oh yeah, I have other abilities too. No, it's bad. I was eyeing more video games the other day too. Not that I have the money for them, but if I do decide to keep streaming forward on, there are a lot of games I've been eyeing that I want to play. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted there, Firefly. Or sorry, yeah, Firefly. Yeah, no, I just haven't streamed any emulated games because of Launchbox killing all my, or not Launchbox, but just losing all my emulators that I got reset up. And I'm kind of at yet another crossroad of debating, do I want to... Oh, but that works too. But yeah, it's just kind of like, do I want to try to set that all up now, or do I just wait until I decide to switch to Linux fully? Which I'm barely exploring at the moment. But yeah, I really want to do more, if I do continue to stream, I would like to do a lot more retro games. I'd love to do some more dating sims where I can do silly voices, but again, this is where I come back to the same crutch of, but if I do that, that means I want to keep voice acting, and if I want to keep voice acting, then I got to figure out how to push myself to audition daily, if not nearly daily, and start getting work out there. You know, again, I got people that want me, and I love that, and I'm getting great feedback, so I know I can do it. I just can't, and that's like the most frustrating thing ever. It's the only way I can explain what I've been mentally going through is like everything I want to do or anything I need to do that isn't a job or survival, literal survival, I lock up. like sleep paralysis. Like it's like waking up, being unable to talk, scream, move, anything. So my body is just like locking itself up.
Heads up, we got company.
Boom. Now you suffer. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. Freeze and shock. There we go. I got my groove going again. And again, I just can't help but feel like I'm on the fence about the whole stream thing. Like I just don't feel like I'm actually creating anything. It's like for some reason my brain just doesn't associate this as the same as I would with any other art form. But I do enjoy it. Maybe that's why I'm so hesitant about it. I enjoy it. And if it's something I enjoy, then it obviously can't be something I can survive off of. Yes, that is how I was raised. How fucked up is that? My family raised me to believe that if you enjoy it, then it's a waste of time and money.
Huh. Traded up. Have you?
So yeah, couple that with, you know, midlife crisis and and already piss poor mental states. Boom! Oh shit, nailed it.
Oh, I'm
Got her.
magnificent. How do I?
Not gonna kill me that easy.
She's ruining my favorite part of killing things, which is that they shut up and stay dead.
Inside the mausoleum, a chest catches your eye. Ooh.
I do like a nice sized chest. Ba-doom. Ooh, goodies. Ooh, a new tunic. Sweet. Alright. Sorry, catch up on the reading here. Oh, holy shit, dude. Your character. Yeah, bobblehead. Streaming older games, assuming the emulators. Yep. That's perfectly understandable because it's difficulty in regards to setting up emulation software can be definitely very. Yeah, each one is its own beast. So far, the majority of them are fairly straightforward now. Like Duck Station is really straightforward. What is it? PCSX, the PlayStation 2 one. That one's pretty straightforward. The Zemu one's a little clunky for Xbox games, but once you get the ISOs formatted, they're not so bad. MAME is the only one I cannot consistently get work, which sucks because I have a Sendin light gun I bought a couple years back, which is one of the few modern light guns you can use on an LCD or LED. And I got it specifically so I could play old retro arcade games like Area 51 and Carnival. You know, especially the ones that didn't come out on like PlayStation. But arcade emulation apparently is like really finicky because each cabinet's technically its own unique console. So MAME isn't quite as cookie cutter as say like, you know, a dedicated one or Dolphin or RetroArt. RetroArt I hear is compatible with MAME games though, but again, I can't figure out how to set it up. I'm also at that age now where everything feels like troubleshooting. So even troubleshooting shit I want to troubleshoot pisses me off because companies have made it to where everything has to be troubleshooted to the point that it's annoying. He shakes his fist at the cloud. Of course. The fucking concept of jobs being something actual capable of being good. You're a slave to the emptiness machine style family. Yeah, fuck that. My dad was like that, thankfully. Yeah. It is exhausting. And you know, I want to stress, my parents none of my family ever meant it maliciously. It's just, they're all creative people. And this is a very fun fact. I cannot verify this 100%. This is just via my family. But I'm allegedly a direct descendant of William Frederick Cody, aka Buffalo Bill, aka that Buffalo Bill of the Buffalo Bill Wild West show. And everyone in my family is, or at least most people in my family, are amazing creators. My actual blood relative grandfather was in a, actually both my grandparents, but he was in a up and coming band that was going to go live on TV. Unfortunately, a certain incident in 1969 happened, and certain news coverage had to cover that, and they lost that opportunity. And back then, that was it. That was your make or break, and that was his break. But he was also a skilled painter. Like, he studied, I don't know the name of the artist he studied under, but apparently he studied under some, like, well-known fucking painter. My mother is a brilliant multimedia artist who just unfortunately lost her fucking mind. As well as just a zoological genius and Egyptologist, hobby Egyptologist, and would have been a veterinarian. My father is a audio nut. He is great with audios. He's great with imaging, but he's a brilliant programmer. As in, like, you know, he could artistically be a programmer. He would never, he could never survive in a tech industry, though. He would punch too many people in the face. But, you know, I come from a little town where there weren't, not many people have ever made it out as artists. In fact, only one person made it out as an artist that I know of, and he went by the name of Gary Busey. So take that for whatever you will. But I know my family wants the best for me, but I also feel like I've reached a point. I'm a burden. You know, I already felt like I was a burden since day one. I won't go into that story, but let's just say I've always felt like a burden to my family. But at 40 and stuck with just a part-time job after spending years of working multiple jobs, and when I say multiple jobs, I don't just mean my having to go from one job to another to make sure I can pay rent, but I mean like working multiple jobs, to now just only having a part-time job. And as someone who's had to live paycheck to paycheck all his life and has always been used to working 2 to 3 jobs minimum at any given time, including my own art path, I don't know. Like, what do you do when you hit that stage? What do you do when you hit this mental wall? I don't know. It's exhausting. It's like, spiritually speaking, I feel like I could still take on the world as a creator. I don't think anyone will truly understand what's really going on upstairs unless I can somehow force my way out and put it all out there. Because there's a lot in here. There's too much, in fact, to the point that alone is driving me insane. But again, until I can get past this weird mental paralysis where just even making a decision of what movie to watch, which seriously, that's become a problem. I can't even sit down and pick a movie to watch or a task to do. It's gotten so bad, guys. It really has. Until I get past that, I don't know what to do. And it's just gotten to the point where I feel like I really just need to give up and walk away from a lot of this. And that includes social media. Because I feel like I become a burden to the people I want to entertain and make stuff for. You know, I do it because I enjoy doing it, and I do it because I like seeing people relate to it and attach to it. You know, having a kid tell you they wrote a fucking school paper on you, a complete fucking stranger, that changes you mentally, I feel. Like, that just, as a creator, as a young artist, I didn't know how to cope with that. I just thought that was just nuts. And it feels good to know that you helped inspire someone want to be their own creator, their own individual. I don't know, that to me is addicting. Fuck money. Recognition is just so you can keep getting to do the work. I know, again, I'm rambling, I'm bouncing all over the place. Like I said, there's a lot going on, and again, I want to stress, I've been dealing with a lot of mental stuff, and there's been something going on with my head since at least the start of this year, if not longer, and it's just, I don't know, maybe at the end of the day, all of this is not me. Who knows? Maybe this turns out, maybe I got something going on medically. Because things are getting a lot harder. Like, talking is getting harder, and even my ability to mask has just gotten almost impossible to... I don't know. It's just a trip. Told you guys it was going to get a little heavy. Sorry. And that's why I went with Borderlands. It's chill enough, but it's engaging enough that it's not just me aimlessly wandering around. And I'm sorry, guys. Because I'm mentally struggling and badly. I won't deny that. I wanted to play Cult of the Lamb just because I got a kick out of it. I enjoyed it, and I was enjoying doing all the voices. But I just mentally couldn't. Like, it's just, like I said, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare wanting to get all of the ideas out, to express yourself, to thrive as the person you know you are, to be the person you want to be, the true you, you know. And I can't even do it privately anymore. Like, I'm masked for the rest of the world. When I'm an artist, when I'm Zachary Xanatos or Z the Hellcat or my little characters that you guys see, that's the real me.
It's a dark magic spell.
I mean, they're
Dark magic gives you health-stealing powers.
Sounds
they're little elements of me, but they're the truest forms of me.
Morally gray.
Doing a little grave robbing.
Person that showed up for CPR training today, that's not me. That's just a shell I put on to blend in and hopefully
Like your grave.
keep getting those little creature comforts, you know, like insurance and being able to afford a roof over your head. But again, I'm in a situation where I technically can't do that anyways. If it weren't for the fact I'm not getting help, I would be on the streets right now. And I'm not exaggerating with that, by the way. I would literally be on the streets right now if family didn't came in. Like, I couldn't even bring myself to beg for free money. I just can't do that. I was begging for commissions, but I wasn't getting any bites there, so I kind of gave up on asking for commissions. I don't know. Maybe it's time to finally suck it up and try Fiverr. Just, on a principle, I hate Fiverr. And I can't afford to join a union. I've always had mixed feelings about unions. Artistic or vocational. There we go. That's the term I was looking for. Where are you guys shooting from? Oh, there you are. I wonder where the fuck you were. Like I said, I'm not 100% giving up as of right now. I kind of want to. Like, I was kind of considering just making this my last stream and then just nuking all my accounts. But let's just say someone really nice responded, and actually a lot of people nice responded, and again, if I could just get past this fucking mental paralysis, if I could just somehow figure out how to believe. I don't need to necessarily believe in myself. I just need to be able to believe in my skills, and I just don't know if I have that anymore. I'm just so burnt out and tired. I'm tired of failing. I'm tired of fucking up. I'm tired of making a decision and I are not being able to follow through all the way, or just not even trying. And it's a weird state to be in. I wouldn't wish what I'm mentally going through on anyone. I really wouldn't. Because it really does feel like, you know, just not being in control of yourself is what this feels like. Oops. I kind of feel like a sim, but the person currently playing is a real asshole, and it's just kind of deleted all the doors, built a swimming pool in the middle of the room, surrounded by stoves, no fireplace. I jump in, no ladder to get out. Oh, sorry. Just noticed that. Sorry about that, Firefly. For the medical possibility being the cause, I could... Because, like, for the past several years, I've been getting more and more exhausted and other shit, and other assumed that was burnout. But yeah, and I'm kind of wondering that too, because this has been going on for so long. I've had burnout multiple times. I've had mental breakdowns multiple times. I'm not proud of that. I'm really not. And I've had failures, and it's like deep down there are things I just don't really give a shit about. Yet they're still affecting me. Like, I don't care about numbers. You know, I don't care about money. I don't care about all this stuff. The only reason I go towards that shit is because that's kind of what the scene is now. You have to kind of do that if you want to move forward. I hate it. I hate it with a fucking passion. But I know I can push through it. Or at least I used to be able to. You know, again, I used to kind of have my own business. It wasn't anything special. It didn't really make any money, but I at least knew how to pursue it. I can't even do that. It's like, just very simple things. Even having regular conversations has just gotten so much more difficult for me. So yeah, I really don't know if it's the burnout or what. Or if it's genuinely medical. But I won't know until I get insurance, and I can't get insurance until I get a 9-to-5. And if I got to focus on getting a 9-to-5, then I don't really know how to focus on being a voice actor and or content creator / multimedia artist, whatever. Like, I don't know where to find that balance anymore. You know, all I can say is, for me, at least right now, actually, not even right now, I've always known I need someone who can do the smarty businessy stuff. You know, I can do a lot. Come on, I'm not an invalid. I've worked in industries where I have to do that stuff. It's just, for myself, I can't do that. I don't know why. But I know if I had someone who could help me with that, I feel like I could thrive. Like someone who helps me, you know, look for the work and budget the stuff and set up the insurance and all that. You know, the things that make a self-employed business thrive. You know, setting up a Patreon, setting up merch, and setting up stuff where I can actually thrive. I don't know how to do any of that. Not anymore. The terrain has changed so much. Long gone is the days of cafe press, okay? I need someone to act as a guide. You know, a paid manager. You know, that's why I keep begging for friends to be agents. And you have no clue how much I'd be willing to give up for that. Like, again,
For the large ruins up the hill.
the only thing I give a fuck about is just having enough money to have a roof over my head and some creature comforts, you know, and just be allowed to do my weird art and just live. Like, just genuinely get to exist. I know that's a luxury. Shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Everyone should have that. Plain and fucking simple. Everyone should have that opportunity. But I digress. So, I don't know. If anyone out there's got an agent, wants to be an agent, hey, I'm all ears at this point. I just know I have to trust that person. Like, genuinely, you have to earn that trust. But I don't know. If someone can do that with me, who knows? Who knows what the possibility of what the future could be? If just given that, just if able to push past this barrier. You know, it visually speaking, if you've ever watched the second Deadpool, you know how Deadpool is reaching out to his partner in the afterlife but can't push past that wall? You know, it's a running thing in the comics, you know, him trying to reach his true love. In the comics it's death, but you know, that's symbolism. Subtle symbolism, right? But yeah, I feel like I keep hitting an invisible wall, and and it's happened so many times, but this time it feels like it's the worst. There's so many different things I can do, and so many things I know I can survive off of, you know. Again, I'd probably still need a regular 9 to 5. I'd probably still need a part-time job, but I rather those feel like the legitimate part-time job. I rather those feel like the hobby. I literally would rather a 9 to 5 job be the hobby, and just being the artist that I know I am. I hate calling myself an artist. I really do. Because I feel like, you know, being an artist is a title that has to truly be earned, but I've done it so long. I've created so much work that, again, none of you will ever know how much work I've created. That's sad to think about. Not sad for you guys. It's sad for me because it's like, I'm happy I made it for myself, but I do want to share it, but I'm afraid to share it. Not because I worry about what people fucking think. I'm selfish to share my art, my old drawings, all my old photography, my old modeling, my old masks, you know, really showcase my old stuff, even my video work, you know, partly because my old name is on there, my actual legal name, and I don't want that exposed as much as I can. Because, again, I do have to work a shitty 9 to 5, and I can't risk my birth name being out there. But, you know, it's just, I'm selfish. I made that stuff for me, for the most part. And, you know, if it was just about putting it out there and, you know, people enjoying it, that's one thing. But now we live in an age where some asshole tech bro can just jack anything I make and butcher it into something horrible and then pass it off as their own. And that pisses me off. You know, in the past, I just put everything out there. I didn't give a fuck. If I took 50 photos for a whole shoot, yeah, you know, I should just only pick 2 or 3. But I'd put it all out there and just be like, hey, enjoy. And even then, I didn't care when people were like, hey, I nabbed your picture and chopped it up for my piece. Is that okay? It's like, sure, you actually put in the work. But just knowing that there's nothing there anymore. Like, there's just, everything's such a shortcut. Everything's just content. You know, I like things. I got that FOMO too, man. I want things here and now as well, but that's another thing that scares me about trying to be a modern artist. Where's the artist begin and the content creator end? I'm sorry. Maybe I should have started sooner. I should have trusted myself sooner and done this sooner, but the industry is just so much different to the point that I can't see myself shilling out that much. I can't pump out content that fast. I like to take my time. I like to focus on the craft. You know, I don't mind deadlines. Deadlines are fine. And I don't mind like a consistent thing like this. If I had more time to focus on creating a show or something, sure. And trust me, I do want to work on shows too. I have scripts. I have whole seasons written. But, you know, there's so much I can do on my own, but the one thing I can is I can't guide myself to that success. Again, I don't want fucking fame. I just want to be able to just create constantly. I just want to make. I like making shit. I like making shit that makes people smile. I like making shit that makes me smile. I like making shit that weirds you out, get you horny, get you pumped, get you bouncing off the walls or chilling out. I don't care. I like feeling that. I like making something that has a message that tells you something or helps you think or, you know, reassess. Art is vital. It's an essence. It is my lifeblood. And I feel like most of my life I've just been struggling for that mana. It is the best, worst high and drug you'll ever have is being truly creative. Where your brain never turns off. And I'm not exaggerating. My brain never fucking shuts off to the point that it is maddening. I was having an argument with myself earlier about it. It's great. See, it's why I make such a good voice actor. I already talk to myself. He does. He really does. It's scary. But, you know, I don't know. Again, I'm rambling. Most views I've had in a while, though. Apparently you guys love seeing a middle-aged furry have a mental breakdown while playing Borderlands. Duly noted. I swear, if I get, like, famous from some internet meme based on this, I will lose my shit. It'll probably be one I hate, too. Probably float around. Oh, look at this incel fucking libtard. I don't know. What do I want to put this towards? I got the dexterity. I got intelligence. I really don't. I'm not smart. That's what I love about video games, though. I can make myself smart in a video game. Alright, cool. Let's see. Pretty sure that one's garbage. By the way, hopefully you guys can actually hear the game pretty well too. Yeah, Firefly. Yeah, if you're experiencing a similar thing, and you got access to a doctor or insurance, yeah, go check it out. And if it's just psychological, you know, I do encourage therapy and psychs. You know, unfortunately, it's a lot of trial and error finding the right one in the right place and all that. But you know, the last two therapists I've had, I was really happy with, and they helped in a lot of ways. You know, it's just I definitely need something more now than ever. But I would definitely say, like, you know, get help where you need. Don't if you can somehow manage it or don't delay on it. Don't be a Z. Don't try to tough it out. And for fuck's sake, do not become dependent on shit that makes it worse in the end. I won't go into the details there. Vagueness. It's funny what I will and will not share publicly, right? I'm sure some asshole with AI could, like, just scour everything of the internet linked to me and they could probably just decipher who I am. Though I never understood the purpose of doxing. Doxing should only be an element for the most heinous of people. I'm sorry. The internet is meant to be a liberating place where you can be whoever the fuck you want to be. That's the internet I remember. In fact, that's actually where my name Z the Hellcat comes from. Z the Hellcat is my original net handle and has been since day one. I mean, mind you, back then we all had net handles just because, you know, we all grew up watching the movie Hackers and, you know, we all wanted to be hackers, but dyslexia and programming don't mix, so I didn't become a hacker, so I chose the arts instead. Though ironically, I've worked in IT for well over 10 years. Though it's all surface level shit. I can't do nothing. Base software? Ugh. I don't know what accent that is. If you can figure out that accent, tell me. I'd like to figure out how to do it more. And don't you know? Ooh, I have new guns. No, I'd say that's probably my biggest nitpick about Borderlands is it's a lot of just stats. That one's not too bad. But let's see, that's damn, because you know I really like it though because it's got the freeze damage. Let's see, sniper. 5% consumes percent. Oh, move the mouse out of the way. Sorry, my bad. Uses 200 to deal 2. Oh, interesting. You can take test. I mean, it doesn't actually sound all that bad. The accuracy is not horrible. Ugh, I hate that fire rate though. That is a slow ass gun. That alone. I'm not sure. My methodology is usually either stealth or spray and pray. There is no in between. I'm either a sneaky douchebag that stabs you in the butt, or I'm the guy who's just like, ah, suppressing fire. Strategy? What the fuck is that? If I could strategize, I'd be far more successful in life, wouldn't I? La 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 la. Yeah, honestly, I'm not vibing with any of those. Probably lose that one though. Didn't I have oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that's a shield though. Okay, no, that wasn't what I was looking for. Sure that one's shite. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Alright, already got on that one. Yay! I have clothing now. Yay! Yeah! Yeah! What is it? Frère Jacques, parlez-vous, something, ding, ding, dong. Yeah, that's about the extent I know. I probably butchered it too. Yes, Archer reference. Nice. I still need to finish Archer. I just picked up the entire collection. I think I got as far. Which season was the one where he was let's see. I got up to the island, and then the one where he's in kind of like the old timey detective noir. I forget which season that is. I'm so behind on stuff. I now have a massive catalog of movies and shows I need to catch up on, along with games. I don't know. If you cats really do enjoy what I do here and want me to do more, I will try to push more, but I gotta hear it. I know that sounds kind of like a weird narcissistic thing. At least it feels it does. To me it does. But it's like if I don't get that feedback regular, like, hey, you should try this, you should do that, or whatever, it's like I'm just gonna assume I suck and just that I'm not entertaining people, and I'll just move on. Because I can only I talk to myself every fucking day, guys. I struggle with that. But with all that said, I do have a Discord server. I know things are weird and up in the air with Discord right now, so I don't know how long I'll have it for it, but I would love to have movie nights, and hell, I wouldn't even mind if people would dug it. I'd love to set up a Patreon doing stuff like chill with me on a movie night, because trust me, as you guys can tell, I can nerd so fucking hard. And I love it. I love fucking nerding. Ask Laz. Trust me. I am a hardcore cinephile. Though our buddy Blue beats us all. I think Blue is the king of cinephiles at this point. He wins. Yeah. He wins. But we all have weird eclectic tastes too. So if I were to do movie nights, you guys would catch films you never would see anywhere else. I guarantee most of you have never watched a movie called Meet the Feebles or Highway to Hell. I actually got some edibles. I might pop later, watch Highway to Hell. Again, someone be my fucking agent and help me set this all up. I would be so much more confident in what I do if I had someone to help guide me, god damn it. 25%. There. That's the offer I give everyone. 25 fucking %. Just help me forward to just exist, have insurance, and do my weird art thing. Maybe at some point I can migrate to Vancouver. I feel like BC is the place for me. I'd do anything to go visit. I got my passport now. God, again, but now I'm in that mindset. Oh, but I need a 9 to 5 to have the money to get a plane ticket. But I also need to pay off my medical debt now. Oh. Ah, see how quickly my brain does that? It hates when I build confidence. Yeah, you're in the same boat as me, Laz. I won't lie. If I found an agent that can kind of do what I need, I would totally send him your way. Absolute in a heartbeat. Because fuck. Like if I had an agent that understood how to utilize the new playing field, because again, I'm going to sound a little early 2000s to just up to about 2000. Yeah, I more or less kind of stopped around 2015 for a stint. I took a long fucking hiatus to try to play normal. Had a long relationship, all that shit. Like I had the whole normal thing. No kids. I'm not cruel. I'm not bringing in our life here. I made sure of that. Snip, snip. Remember, kids, spay and neuter your kitties. They'll thank you for it later. But like, yeah, like back then it made sense. I had multiple MySpace accounts. I had a website. I had the fucking DeviantArt and portfolio sites. I was on Vimeo, which was more for like the arty videos, which was what I did. You know, we didn't have, well, Etsy was kind of thing, but I sold my masks on eBay. But last time I tried to sell my masks on fucking eBay was a nightmare, so that's never happened again. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, back then it made more sense for me then, but now it's just like everything is algorithm based and everything's about just pushing out as much content as possible. And
remember, style before stats every time.
Right, thank you, sweetie. He ain't wrong. But again, if I could just have someone that can meet me halfway and help me, I will gladly shill out as much of I need to help support them, because you're helping me thrive. Maybe it's not an agent I want. Maybe it's a partner, like a legit partner, but I don't even know how that would work out. And I hate to say it, I got family that's like, oh, you shouldn't do anything with a partner. You should do it all by yourself. If you're going to do a business, do it yourself. And contract everyone. Trust no one. And I'm like, that's not what art is. Ugh, I hate trying to mix art and business. It sucks. I know you do. And I still owe someone a mask. I completely waived the commission price. Which, by the way, guys, if I do any commission type I do, wear mask or voice, if I can't, for any reason, do it, I either waive the fees or I refund. But I normally don't take fees until the task is completed. That's just who I am. for better or for worse. I hate the idea of ripping people off. I really do. That's another thing. I don't know how to price my own shit. Because it's like, what sounds cheap to me, or let me phrase that. What sounds affordable to me sounds cheap to other people, and then they don't want it. But if I try to make it too expensive, then I'm like, well, what am I trying to say? I'm not that good. I like them. I don't know. I haven't forgotten about the mask, and I don't know if I can just get. I know I keep saying it. I know I keep repeating this, but this is what I'm trying to get out there. What I'm trying to get the world to fucking understand, and trying to push myself past is just I need help pushing past this wall. If I can't push past this wall, there's no point in me being a creator, period. And I might as well just go be a decent-ish, tier 2-ish tech guy for a school. Fine. And just quietly live out the rest of my life. And I would. I absolutely would. Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't even social media if it weren't for the fact that I want to be a professional artist. That is not a joke. Trust me, I'm needy, and I get addicted to doom scroll just as much as anyone else, and that's a big reason why I don't want to be on social media. But I also know in this day and age, I have to be able to give that interaction, and it's just it's a weird balance, because my modes are say nothing at all, or overshare to the point of mental exhaustion on all parties, as you have all experienced today. That's right, you're getting Z uncut and raw. Sorry, I forgot to get a pack from the vending machine. Oh wait, sorry. Like, I'll be honest, guys, like, every time I do a stream, probably for about 2-3 hours beforehand, it's just sheer chaos and panic attack mode. And it's just me freaking. And then when I get on, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like I'm just like, hey, how you doing? But honestly, it's just this sort of thing takes more out of me than just, I don't know, covering myself in paint and clay and taking pictures. Which, by the way, yes, I have done. And yes, I do have the visual evidence because they were pictures. Actually, I have a whole fucking video of it. Not welly done, but it was clever. It was a nice little college piece. Wasn't I playing a video game? I was pretty sure I was playing a video game. How much of the game have I actually played in the past 2 hours and 10 minutes? Alright, let's... Oh, shit. Sorry, reading. Sorry for me to read in game. That's the one I'm at. I know, yeah. I'll always give you pep talks. I always appreciate that. I do. The pep talks help. Honestly, that kind of communication helps a lot. And this. Also, I fucking love your streams, man, and always appreciate them. I keep hearing that. Stop praising shit I do, people. Quit telling me I'm good at stuff. The more you tell me, the more I believe it. The more I waste time and money on it. The only reason I kept singing was because people told me I was good at it. Or doing photos. Or modeling. Or music. Ugh, fuck. Why couldn't I just be a normal man thing? Oh, fuck. You know... Anyone can be creative. I want to stress that. Anyone. Creativity is not something you're just naturally born with. I'm going to just stress that here and now. But I will say there are those of us, typically on the neurodivergent side, if we're creative, our neurodiversities crank that up to 1 billion. So it's, I think, even harder. Like there's artists, and then there are K artists. And I am a K artist through and through. I'm artistic with an AU, not an AR. AUR. Na-na-na-na. Yes, take. That was me every time I... Yeah. See, the funny thing is, though, like, the only time I've never had that kind of, like, pre-performance anxiety is photo shoots. Now, mind you, I was usually always in charge of every photo shoot I worked, whether I was playing subject or other people. But even when I modeled for other people, which wasn't very often, I mostly just did the modeling thing for myself and passed it off. Well, I say for myself. Let's just say there was OnlyFans before there was OnlyFans. They just weren't as well organized, and they ripped people off. I was an incubus. Literally. It was our answer to the Suicide Girls. Which I have no clue. Are the Suicide Girls still a thing? Does anyone even know what the fuck I'm talking about? Probably not. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. See, and that's another reason why I'm starting to think this might be more medical. Because I lose my train of thought faster than I used to. Of course, that might just be the weed. Okay, so there's stuff here, so I must have come this way. I need a direction! That seems to be the theme of this stream. Talk about symbolism. I need a direction in a lot of things right now.
Now that is a nice trick, Your Majesty.
Come along, but stallion, come along. That hams a tale about a horse, an Escrian who trots. Made of diamond and stone she was. Something and trots. By the way, I do want to stress on the music side of things, I'm decent at writing lyrics. I'm just not great at, like, freestyling lyrics. Improv was never my skill set unless paired with the right person. Oh my god, there's a human being on this planet I have desperately wanted to create shit with that... He is a brilliant voice actor. Like, he is just absolutely insanely natural at it. And his improv skills are just uncanny. And he's just, and he's just one of those people, he's one of those human beings I connected with, like, instantaneously. Like, we met on a job, and we have since been just besties. But how I feel about my path as an artist is how he feels about his path as criminology. I'm not gonna share his name or nothing, but it's funny how life turns out that way, right? Like, I've never really wanted to work in the field of IT. Like, I'm a tech enthusiast through and through. Trust me, I am. I'll buy any doodad and gadget, and things it and what's it. If it bleeps and it bloops and does a weird thing, it's probably something I'm gonna snag. But I always saw that as a hobby. Like, I genuinely saw my tech life as a hobby. And I saw my art as the career. That's how he is. I just feel like his path is more normal. He saw being performative as just that. It's just a fun thing he'd do. And luckily for me, I have him record it. My favorite thing I got him to do... Well, actually, my favorite thing I got him to do I cannot release because, we didn't notice at time of filming, but his dangly bits were hanging out. So I couldn't release it. It was great. It was a Klondike bar commercial, too. Actually, I think he loves when I share the story.
This never happens, honestly.
But yeah, we were doing a Klondike bar commercial I wrote, and it was Klondike bar meets Saw.
Spell, yeah?
And it was just kind of like the whole joke was, what would you do for a Klondike bar, but what if Saw? And we had him in it, and I had the poor dude in his underoos. I told him, get your most base tighty whities you got, and be prepared. You're going to be on a cold concrete cement floor for probably a couple hours. And sure enough, he was a trooper. He did it, and he did it for like a drink and some food. And the whole time we were all getting into it. We were having a blast. And the whole time we'd never notice his bits were hanging out. They were, and quite noticeably. Like, we didn't notice. I didn't notice until post. And I was just like, oh, and I told him, and I was like, I don't have the heart to make you do that again. Not for free. And I can't afford it. I'm in college, bro. But another one that never got released. I actually have a couple projects that never got fully completed, unfortunately. I have a fully storyboarded and voice with, well, mostly voice. There's like one section that goes dead quiet. Skit that was a parody for Passion of the Christ Part 2, The Second Coming, starring Samuel L. Jackson. And he played the part of Biggest Dickus, as well as Bruce Willis. And he does a mean Bruce Willis. And he and I also have Pacino offs. And we just kind of do our best worst Al Pacinos. I'm not sure if I can even do Al Pacino anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I got distracted again. The late normal. Oh, sorry. It's too late for normal now, my friend. Normal. I don't know. Isn't 40 meant to be the middle ground? Like, I still have a chance to truly pretend that I'm a normie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to go all in. I really do. I feel like I'm in a stage where I could just go all in. I don't know. You didn't have a live through. No, I never had the opportunity to perform live like that. No. I don't think I could. I mean, how? Actually, oh fuck, no, I have. How did I forget? Sorry, my last job, I did a lot of traveling, and my job involved me working a lot of events, which also meant hosting a lot of events. Weird that I blanked that out. Maybe it's because of the kind of people I was holding these events for, or the kind of people I don't like associating with. So, I don't think I ever stood before 300 though. Definitely not as a true performance. I don't know. I guess when I get locked into something, maybe I will. But no, the closest I got was the first band I had ever became a part of, and I was frontman, co-lyricist, and co-designer. We were getting ready to actually open up for Mushroom Head. Unfortunately, as band drama goes, this was no different. And we had a falling out over stupid shit, and it never happened. Luckily, he bounced back. He's thriving. He's a hell of a performer and artist. I don't know how he does it. Well, actually, I kind of do. He did have a trust fund, but he wasn't a rich boy or anything like that. You know, I'm a working class, suburbanite-ish Southern boy, and you know, he and I kind of fall under that white trash spectrum, and you know, we bonded and we were artists. But he's last I remember, he was kicking ass. He was really making a name for himself. He's hell, shit going on politically and in the world. I know he's going off. Very much Juggalo coded. He's got that Juggalo vibe to it. And fuck anyone else. I may not be a Juggalo, but I've never met a mean juggalo in my life. I've never met one that was an asshole to me. They've always been legit to me, and you know what? I'm down to clown. But no, I have some really cool friends, and many of them, well, I can't say many of them, but at least they're doing well. That's what matters. Wow, I don't know why I divulged there. Wow, I went into a weird space. I'm sorry. Where did I go? Hi, welcome. This is live. That's how you know it's not AI. You don't know what a juggalo is? Oh, my friend. You probably do. You just don't know the term. You know Insane Clown Posse, right? And Twisted. That's where Juggalo came from. It's a whole movement. And they're really cool. They're really mostly just about living life to the fullest. You know, I think that's cool. Kind of. Yeah. Like I was never like hardcore into the culture. It was just one of those things that, you know, he was a juggalo and he was the drummer and band leader, and I was a rivet head vocalist, and we just got along. We enjoyed each other's company. But musically speaking, I do consider myself very versatile musically speaking, except for country music and Christian music. Otherwise, yeah, I can dig pretty much on anything. What the fuck I was doing? Beep, boop, beep, boop. Well, I was thinking about doing this all night, but I did get lucky. I did score some hours for tomorrow. Again, unfortunately, I'm capped at how many hours I'm allowed to have. Which sucks, but is what it is. Shit, what the hell am I doing? Is that a green or a gold? I'm colorblind. That's green, right? Yeah, that's green. Yeah, that's green. That's a low tier. Flump! Whee! Bump. Alright. But yeah, I'll probably cut this at the very least 30 minutes. If you guys are still on and like what I'm doing, you know, I'll stay on. Really just depends. You know, I play until I run out of... The fuck was that?
Sudden movements around me.
Your voice echoes through the ghastly ruins, but there is no answer.
Yeah, sorry about it. I got distracted again. Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to stay on an additional hour, if maybe. I don't want to risk staying up too late, because I already struggle with sleep issues, because my brain literally never turns off. It's just always on. Oh, fuck. Definitely have to pop some eddies tonight, that's for sure. I don't know. I'm always on the fence about this whole streaming thing. I like it, but I also, there's just a lot of elements I don't like about it, but there's stuff I want to do with it. Like, you know, my buddy Voice Dude and I, we got 2 stream ideas we really want to do, and we absolutely think would be a lot of fun. One's practically a game show, and it's as interactive as you get, but the only reason I haven't pushed that one is just, well, you know, just because everything else that's going on in my life mentally, and they also got shit going on, which is tough on them. You know, so it's just one of those things, you know. I don't know. Until, again, and I know I keep repeating it, until I can figure out how to get past this fucking mental barrier, this blockade that I just don't know how to bypass or hack, nothing's gonna happen. And I really need something to shift soon. Because if change doesn't happen soon, I just can't see myself torture myself any longer than I have. I'm willing to suffer and torture more if I feel like it's it's rewarding and worthwhile and gives me that purpose and those base necessities we're required to have to exist in quote unquote modern society. And that just, as a creator, as an artist, as a maker, as a performer, entertainer, as a weirdo, a loser, that's a hard thing to do nowadays. I feel harder than it's ever been. Mimic.
We're freaking out. It's just a minute. This is why I shoot every just to shoot.
I wish I had a tongue that whipped that hard.
As the mimic dies, it belches out the beautiful tone of fate.
I will say the streaming does kind of help. I don't know. I think this is the first time I've really been this most open on a stream, and it does feel nice. It really does, but it's just, it's one of those things I fear a risk that I reveal too much of myself. And it's not, and again, another reason why I want to leave the 9 to 5. I don't want to do that shit anymore because I hate hiding who I am. You know, at the end of the day, I'm Zachary Xanatos. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. Zachary Z, the Hellcat Xanatos, to be exact. But, you know, that's just... I'm the weirdo art guy. It's what I know how to do. It's the only thing I'm really genuinely good at. But, you know, if I need a 9 to 5 to you know, have my little apartment and my creature comforts and insurance, then I can't risk being my true self all the time. And if I risk, you know, letting slip, you know, who the IRL mask is, because that again, I want to show that's the mask. This is what I've been doing for the past hour and a half. This has been the most me I think anyone has seen this publicly in a long time. Oh yeah, I definitely had to chuck some excuse me, weapons. Oh shit, I didn't know I had a good one there. Yeah, I can just chuck that one. Drop you. Did I drop it? Oh, you gotta hold it. There. Okay, my bad. Poiple! I like Poiple. That one's a Poiple too. Pearl class. Yeah, I apologize to those that follow me on social media for sure. I know I've been really all over the place, and I don't mean to get toxic. It's just when that depression and that negativity sets in, it just locks down. And like I said, there's just so much going on, and not knowing what the correct answer is supposed to be, and no matter how hard I try, I lock up. All I can say is, again, if I could just find someone or someones to help truly act as like proper guides to help me make this a viable thing to stand on my own 2 feet, which will probably never happen. Even if I did find those people, I'll never be able to truly stand up on my 2 feet. I can't do anything by myself. Not truly. My very existence and even the things I enjoy, it's because of people I surround myself around. I like the creative people I work with and live around.
And read out the Fate Maker's Creed.
Reading, but I'm playing a video game. I hate reading. No, I'm kidding. Though I will say, being dyslexic definitely makes reading suck. Which sucks, because I actually love stories. Why do audiobooks gotta be so fucking expensive? Butt Stallion! Boop. Boop. You got a boopy nose.
Fate does not divide us. Fate brings us together.
Marriage. Marriage is what unites us.
Do you really believe that, Tim?
Nah, girl, that's just some fantasy bug crap. But I guess, you know, fate brought us together to play games. I don't know, whatever.
Maybe that's where I'm at late. That, you know, that's actually kind of symbolic right there. I think most of my local nearby friends, you know, my fellow creators and artists I grew up with, worked with, still more or less associate with, I feel like most of them all moved on themselves. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to stress that. There's nothing wrong with that. That I don't see that as giving up. At least not for them. I don't hold other people to the same unrealistic standards I hold myself. And frankly, trust me, I hate those self-inflicted standards as much as anyone else. Woo! I really need to change weapons. These are getting too weak. I mean, I'm holding my own at least. So maybe just, you know, I don't know, it just, there's a lot of things I know would help. And it overloads me. And again, that's why I'm trying to be honest during this stream. I just want people to at least understand. You know, if for any reason I do decide to give up or disappear, at least just want it on the record. You know, it wouldn't be a decision I make lightly, and it would be the most painful decision. It would legitimately be more painful than the loss of any loved one I've ever experienced. Like it's so deeply ingrained in my core to just create my own little worlds and thrive off that. I want my creativity to just, I don't know. Sorry, I know I kind of trailed off there. I'm just kind of like, That's when you know my brain has gone into logic loop mode, when I just kind of start repeating things. God, I hope that's not dementia or some shit. It'd be nice if we had like a proper healthcare system here in the States. Because I really would just get this explored, just so I can at least figure out what's going on. You know, I feel like at least knowing would give me the ability to work around shit. Because right now, I feel broken. Like, I feel like I'm not capable of doing anything. And if I make the wrong choice, it's just yet another notch on the choices. Like, How many more learning opportunities do I fucking need at this point?
The moldy barrel is filled with decay. Dead, gross stuff. It's full of nasty, evil smells, and it's so gross and bad. Oh God, it makes me want to roll.
Oh, so it's like Valentine's private quarters. State sick.
Man, you brew homemade ketchup wine. One time.
I guarantee ketchup wine is definitely a thing. Back in my drinking days, I've seen some very odd drinks. Also, don't drink, kids, if you can avoid it. Weed is so much better. And by kids, I mean not kids. Because if you're under 18 and watching this, what the fuck? Oh, goodies. Fortunately, I need to drop stuff. Yeah, seriously, if you're a kid watching my streams or anything I fucking do, let your parents know I blame them for the state of politicians weaponizing your dumb ass to put on age verifications and all this garbage. They got the tools to block you from viewing me. Don't need to fucking steal people's personal information, scan your face to access your operating system. Which, by the way, no joke. Keep an eye on that, kiddies. Sorry, my internal IT dude is slipping in, but just be forewarned. Companies like Microsoft are teasing the idea that you won't even be able to access your operating system that you paid fucking money for, which no longer comes with most computers or motherboards anymore. Will require you to always be online and have to have a facial recognition. Like, the moment mandatory sign-in became a thing for a Windows computer, I knew there was going to be issues ahead. And sure enough.
RNG got nothing on you.
Yay! Another one then, Jack. I really need to adjust these types. Manufacturers. Yeah, we'll do it by type. Wish you could do it by price. Can't believe they never patched that in, because, like, I really just want to drop the stuff that I'm never going to use. Yeah, that's garbage. Anything white tier can just be chucked. White tier is always garbage, typically. Just like real people. No. Careful, Z. Don't say anything that will get you in trouble. Ugh. God, would it be awesome to just be a creator that doesn't have to have social media? I miss the mystery of being an artist. I liked having different artist personas where people are like, who the fuck is that? It's like, yes, I'm mysterious. Also, I just don't want to lose my job. I like being creative, writing stories, making music, but I wanted to be an actor because you get given your lines, and some directors you want tells you what to do, and you have to bring the truth and have fun with it, backed by some things that affect you. Anxiety is like, I feel that. I do. Like, legitimately, for a long time, I was happy and proud to be a professional photographer. You know, originally, I wanted to be a movie director as a kid. Actually, I wanted to write movies. I wanted to direct music videos. I grew up off the golden age of MTV music videos. Like, there was just a uniqueness and abstractness to a lot of music videos, especially during the late ass 80s and throughout the 90s. Shit, I still would love to be a music video director. I think it'd be a blast. But you know, shit happens, and I fell into photography, which was the closest thing, and I loved it. You know, especially digital photography. I thought digital photography was great because it's like, holy shit, I don't just take the picture, I can create my own world and just mold it there. You know? I really liked it. I loved being able to just make reality how I saw it. And I just became really skilled with Photoshop and in-camera tricks. Thank you, John Carpenter, for teaching me all my dirty little tricks. John Carpenter and H.R. Giger are probably my biggest visual influences when it comes to how I pursue my art. Music was one of those things, though. I kind of just stumbled in. I enjoy it. I do it. But I never really saw it as something I could truly be known for. I just always saw it as another tool. Like any musical projects I come up with, which I have 3 current music projects that are on hiatus again. And really the only reason they're there is they're not meant to be like long-term bands. They're meant to be like virtual bands. They're meant to be like short-lived because the whole concept of the band and everything behind it is meant to tell a story that reflects what's going on currently. But again, mental block bullshit. It's frustrating. How have I managed to keep 4 viewers consistent this whole time? I've never been able to do it, and I've been doing very little gaming. Why do you people like listening to my voice? What is wrong with you? Yeah, that's right, Z. Attack the people that enjoy you. That's smart.
My favorites are the big
People
ones.
love being attacked for enjoying the content you make. Great. Smart. Dumbass. I'm not a smart man. Alright, let's try to finish out this level before I start saying more shit I'll regret. Fuck? Who shot what at me? Who shot blue shit at me? Fuck. Also, Laz, I blame you because your ordering of peeps in mass quantity, which also baller move, has now made me want to go and order myself a big ass fucking bag of gummy sharks. Because the only place that sells it here is Target, and I refuse to go shop at Target. Or Walmart, for that matter, but... Eat a dick! Oh, okay. Oh, yeah! Nifties! Oh, gotta drop more stuff. Yeah, if it's purple class, then I definitely want it. Even if I don't use it, it's something I can at least sell. I mean, at our age, shouldn't we always be sheeping? Should we all be sheeping? Or is it ba? No, wait, yes. Sheep are ba. Lambs are ma.
Ba ram you. Ba ram you.
Oh my god, 120 piece. I can't judge, because again, the last time I ordered a big bag of gummy sharks, I think it's like a 2-pound bag. I probably waxed that shit off in less than a week. Another reason why I can never truly be vegan. I love gummies too much, guys. Honestly...
You and your stupid queen are gonna die once the DL gets the sword.
Oh, must be coming up on a boss battle. Yep, definitely a boss battle. Alright, well, talking about good timing then, so let's do a quickie here. Yeah, you guys should have saw the look on my grandmother's face when I told her that gummies are made from animals. Like, she's not vegetarian or vegan. It's just, she's like, wait, it is? It's like, yep, it's not just animals. And she's like, oh, don't tell me what it's made out of. It's like, I mean, at least all of it's getting used, right? I will say I have tried many times to try to become primarily a vegetarian, for a lot of reasons: health, love of animals. I've worked with and raised and taken care of an insane amount of animals and different varieties. The fun part of having a mom that adopts every little thing that exists, and treats it better than her own children, but whatever. Doop, doop, doop. That can be sold, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely sell that. Oh, why did I throw that? Yeah, I can sell that. Dum dum. But yeah, living in Texas, it definitely makes it hard. It is a very cultural thing. Anyone that's a vegan or vegetarian in America, especially in a place like Texas, especially deep South Texas areas, you got my mad respect. You really do, cause holla shit, it tough. And not just because people can be assholes about it, because people do, you know. And there's no need. It's one thing to make a jab, but there's no need to be rude because someone chooses to not eat meat. There's many very valid, justifiable reasons why not to. But yeah, it's a toughie. I like to think one of these days I will succeed at becoming a proper vegetarian, though. Like, don't get me wrong, I would still like gummies, eggs, honey, that sort of thing does bother me. Greek yogurt, I enjoy. Passive things don't bother me. Don't get me wrong, I wish they were better taken care of. They definitely deserve better environments. I know what that's like, but... Oh yeah, fun fact. I also lived and worked on a farm for a couple years. Maybe that'll become my shtick. I just become the old guy that just shares all his past experiences, and people be like, you didn't fucking do that. I'm like, yes, I did. I got the proof. Now, did it well? That's a whole other story. But, you know,
It is what it is.
let's see. Unlimited magazine size. Weapon heats up. Fires. See, those are nice because they're basically just infinite ammo, but they don't always output the most. See, these are great when their fire rate is insane. I might hold on to it just for the fire rate. Because if I can get that fire rate up, these kind of guns can be devastating. It's like the infinity gun from Borderlands 2. Welcome to your present. Your present sucks! No, I'm kidding. Good night, dude, man. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, I'm going to start wrapping up. I'm going to do this boss mission, turn it in, and then... I gotta try to wind down. I got a small shift tomorrow, so I can't get too wild, which sucks because I got some pretty good eddies that were gonna send me to space. But yeah, take it easy. Give my love to the kitty, and say hi to the fams. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and sell that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that gun. Damn, I was really hoping to get a better gun by now. You know, I do want to... I'm going to try this one out. Oh, interesting. It ricochets. Oh. Wait. Oh, the cooldown's really slow, though. It's not too bad. I mean, hit him with a shotgun, hit him with that. That could do it, right? It's not too bad. How's this one fare? Oh no, no, sorry. That is way too fucking slow. If only I could have more weapon slots.
I need more slots. I need the slots, guys.
All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, nice. That's an upgrade. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's a keeper. That is definitely a keeper. Go ahead and chuck that. Chuck that. Ow. Sorry, I got a bad habit of chewing on my lips. Yeah, go ahead and we can chuck that. What do we got here? Yeah, that one's pretty shit. Alright. No new tunics. And yeah, what do we got here? Well, the damage is low, but they do have a lot of nice buffs. 20% spell damage. Actually no, that puts up pretty high. That's honestly, that's a pretty baller fucking, yeah, that is epic. Yeah, I'm definitely using you. I am gonna hold on to, oh no, do not mark as junk. Yeah, actually mark that as a favorite. That's trash. That's already marked as trash. Trash, 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 trash. It. Yep. Alright, cool. Ah. Alright, and bonk. 42% damage, which is higher. Slow attack speed. Critical is not great. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that one's sellable. That one's kind of shit. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Cool. All right, now sell some shit. Maybe buy some stuff. What do we got? Ooh. Nope. I like the buffs better on that one. What we got here? Shit. Hell of a major. Oh! 50%. Oh, that's about the same. Returns 37 damage if dealt melee while wounded. It just doesn't quite match my playstyle. What about you? Are you shanky enough? Wow. Surprisingly low tier. Alright, cool. Alright, kitties. Let's do this. Woo! Excuse me.
While I slip into something more
That's hot. Why, yes, I am a monster fucker. What of it? I mean, you know, I wish she wasn't corpse-like. I wonder if she possessed something like, say, you know, Cthulhu? I got a thing for Eldritch gods. What can I say? Oh, fucker. You trapped me in here, you douche. Oh, if I could just get a clear... Oh, seriously? Yeah, haha! There! I'm free! Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, that's not too bad. What about you? Damn, your cooldown is good, though. Ah, fuck me. Oh, good. Yay. Come on. You got your shield out. You got it. You got it. You got it.
It's the last time I'll have
Woo!
to do that. Sure.
As the hulking body of the Zomboss collapses, Her
That was
Majesty
actually kind of a close one.
reappears.
Sup,
Even
butt
with
stallion?
all hotness with your courage and total badassery, she will now grant you entrance to the sacred chamber that holds
The Sword of Souls!
Sweet. Excuse me. Oh, it's pretty. I gotta touch it.
Oh, good for you, cutie idiot.
Almighty robot policeman! How do we kill this zombie ass for good?
Give me that sword. You can't even use it right. It needs to be charged with soul energy. And that only comes from your precious queen and the souls of living things.
I can think of at least one soul nearby that needs absorbing.
What?
Nah.
Not like that! No! No, 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 no!
the Sword of Souls.
I mean, she didn't
clatters
specify it had to
around.
have been living at that current state.
I don't think it's going to.
Now you must take the sword back to Brighthoof. A town portal opens up.
Yay! Portals! Whoomp. Oh, right. I can't actually just jump through it. I gotta give myself props. I do seem to consistently stay on that 3-hour mark. So yeah, this feels like a good spot to kind of start wrapping it up.
She says you'll need to bring the sword to the fountain.
I really do
in
appreciate you guys
Maine.
hanging out with me though. That's
Square.
it helps.
Little double entendre. I did.
Alright. Play sword and soul thing. Okay, here we go. What's up, boo?
As you place the sword into the fountain, soul energy swirls through it and out in the city.
Soul!
All the fires are extinguished. The houses get put back together. The crowds are cheering for you. We love you, baby girl.
Thanks. I love me too.
I love how she gets into
Let's tell you
Tina.
just to, look over here. Gonna be
There's
some
just
special
no
for you.
other performer who could do Tina. I'm sorry. Woo!
I'll treasure it always.
Oh yay! A statue has been made of me.
Anyone want to buy a statue? Half price?
Brilliant work, Fate Maker. The city is safe, prosperous, and skeleton-free.
So what are you doing
Now
later?
that the siege has been lifted, you'll want to avail yourself of our amenities. Start by visiting the blacksmiths.
Mike's kind of hot. Alright. Let's do some mild customization. Does anyone even do the shift keys or skeleton keys anymore? Kind of got bored of that bit of FOMO. Mostly because of Randy Pitchford just ruins everything fun. And no, I shan't forgive Randy for ruining aliens. Fucking assholes. Alright. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You can still reclaim loot. Storage. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Now the most important part of an FPS. Customizing a character that no one else is really gonna see unless you multiplayer. Can I not access it? Can I access the thingy? Are you seriously gonna prevent me from doing my customizations? Seems silly.
Well, hey there.
Well, you're very boopable.
You see that silver-tongued blacksmith across the way? You tell her to come by for a root beer float anytime, you hear?
You know, that's an accent I'm still trying to master. The Minnesotan. Every so often I can get it. I can. It's just something about it that I can't quite maintain it yet. Woo! Okay, maybe now I can do the customization.
Who is that? Can he see it with a soot in the eyes?
Oh, no one special. Just the hero of Brighthoof.
Oh, look, fire.
Oh, Brighthoof. I've never met a fate maker. You'll need some better gear. Now, I can't offer you any weapons or armor directly on account of my exclusivity contract with the Crown. It's to keep the vending machine stocked. I'm a proud part of the military pre-industrial complex, you see. But I can offer you expansions of your carrying capacity. More bullets, more loot, more fun. You sample of me wares on the house.
Sampling thy wares. Always backpack. Always invest in backpack.
I mean you, and you, you're okay.
Ah, fine choice. Now, while you're seeing your way around Brighthoof, go talk to the lovely lassin who runs the Soda Tavern. That's easy. She pulls a mean find. Soda.
Hmm.
Be seeing ya.
Alright, I gotta go this way, don't I? Can I go this way? So, a soda tavern, huh? I don't know. I try to avoid soda taverns. I hear there's a lot of jerks there. Hey-oh! Eh?
The
Eh?
tavern keepers are way
Oh
too
god,
old.
that's older than I needed
That
to
way
be.
only tavern keepers can do. Welcome to Izzy's Fizzies, where all liquids consumed on premises are just soda and nothing else. Are you the new fate maker who fought off all them skeletons?
My reputation precedes me. And for once, I'm not getting slapped. Right?
Well, thanks for nothing. Half the town was barricaded in here, and they were slurping down Virgin Shirley temples like it was the end of the world. I'm only joshing you, Fate Maker. You did us a mighty fine favor. Now, out of thanks for saving our city, let me avail you of our amenities here in the Soda Tavern. Here's a magical quick change kiosk if you need to change anything fundamental about your entire being.
Yay!
It's free, weirdly enough.
Boink. And that's what I was after. Yeah, I know how to do this part. Cool. Alright. Ooh. God, it makes me miss being androgynous. Not too worried about the emotes right now.
My friends will never believe the hero and I both love staring vacantly into nothingness. They're gonna be so jealous.
Alright, that's just my banner.
Do I want to be a hero, or do I want to be with the hero? Decisions, decisions.
Oops.
Right this way.
Ah, that's what I was looking for. I am definitely not getting rid of my cat ears.
I'm a hero. I'm so big. I'll stop on your rooftops and scavenge your bilge piles.
Ooh, I got new pupils. Well, obviously, I want to keep the kitty eyes. Facial decorations. Ooh, I got a scar. Tattoos? What we got?
Nothing like downing glass after glass of pure ocean water to cleanse the body.
Ooh, new eyeliner.
Every time
Oh, it's a
I
heart.
stack a festering pile to boil, someone comes and ransacks it. Stack and stack, stack and sack. A vicious cycle.
I like it.
Nothing like downing glass after glass of pure ocean water to cleanse the body. Nothing like downing glass after glass of pure ocean water to cleanse the body.
Which color? I kind of like that it has sparkles. I dig that.
After glass of pure ocean water to cleanse the body. When I was your age, we had to walk everywhere because running would have
Alright,
been
armor decoration. There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna make myself pretty.
If it doesn't rain soon, I might need to bathe myself like some kind of pauper.
Oh, that is hideous. That's an ope.
Nothing like downing glass after glass of pure ocean water to cleanse the body.
Ooh, new colors? Nice. Kind of dig that.
Oh, my aching teeth. This is what comes from scrubbing them. Never shall I scrub them again.
Hell satin. I'm easily entertained. Oh, it's the trim. See if we can do something a little unique with this one. Nah, we'll just go with the chainmail again. There we go. Yeah, that'll work for now. go ahead and go boop. Cool. Look at that, ain't he all pretty? He's a pretty kitty. I mean, he's got a butch face, but you know, hey. Alrighty, kitties. Well, I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me and, you know, just kind of letting me vent out. Sorry, that's pretty much all this was just me kind of pissing and moaning and just kind of, oh, woe is me, but, you know, I just want everyone to kind of understand what's been going on and why, and just, you know, going off my social media posts, that's not always the best context, because those are always me in the moment, and me in the moment can bounce very sporadically. If nothing else, the streams probably reflect that a lot better than anything else. I'm just always afraid to be too honest on here, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out, guys. I want to keep being an artist. I want to be a professional voice actor, you know. And by professional, I don't mean fame or anything like that. I don't need to be the next Rob Paulson. I don't want to be the next Jim Cummings. I'd just be happy getting regular work and be able to just afford my little slice of existence, you know. That's about it. And I got other art skills I can do that with too, and I can combine them. Just lacking the self-confidence to trust in making that a career, a proper career. And I lack the guidance. I don't think any amount of teaching is ever going to fix that. I need someone or someones that can help me, you know. But that's hard, so I don't even know where to look. So right now I'm kind of at a wall there, both mentally and logistically, and I unfortunately do need a standard 9 to 5. If I could just land one with my current place, I feel like I could feel a little more confident making my own decisions, because at least I don't have to worry about a paycheck for a little bit. But I don't know. I've been teetering on the idea of just folding it all in and just normalizing, but I'm not sure if I'm capable of that either. So I mentally, again, I'm just saying, you know, there's something blocking me, and has been for a long time, and I really I need out of it, because this isn't fun for me either when I get this way, and I don't like it, and I know it throws people off too, and it worries people that care about me, and I don't like doing that. I don't like people worrying about me. I want people to worry about the weird shit I make. I'm me. That's not much I can change there. I try, and I always attempt to improve and better myself and hold myself to standards, even if they're a little unrealistic most times. But otherwise, you know, I don't know. Everything feels way too unnecessarily complicated for no other reason than it can be. And yeah, I just want my brain to make a decision and just stand behind it. But right now I don't know how to do that either, so for right now I will keep at least doing the streams as best I can. I know I let my mental state get to me, but I just realized at the beginning of this stream that this month is 426, which is the number of planet LV-426 from the second movie Aliens. So, depending on what schedule looks like, I will at least play one game that is from the Aliens franchise. But it would be kind of fun to do a full-on marathon. I just wish I had clicked to it sooner. But yeah, I mean, if you're a follower, and definitely if you're a mute or a friend, I don't know, if you know a way that can really actually move me in a direction I want. Just telling me, well, just try harder, or just focus, or just empty platitudes mean nothing. I've had therapy for that. I got family that plays that game. No, if I decide that I'm going to pursue my path as a proper voice actor, a working artist, and dare I say content creators, or streamer, I guess that's the same thing. Then yeah, I'm all ears. I really am. But yeah, if you're just gonna do that thing where it's just kind of like, well, if you just believe in yourself, or if you just get out of your own head, just know in the back of that head, I'm screaming at you. I know you mean well, but just please know, it's not like I haven't. So I just want to make that up there. But again, I just want the world to know that I'm just some weird fucking dork. I'm a nobody who isn't even really looking to be more than just a somebody to himself, and just be able to live out the rest of my life happy, you know, something we all want. And happiness for me just comes from being a creator and being able to just focus on that, and only focus on that, because that's what I love. That's what I am. That's who I am. The moment I deviate from it, I lose so much of myself, and this is the result that happens. But all right, I'm done pissing and moaning. Again, thank you all for coming. Enjoy it. I do. I have fun doing it, even if it stresses me out to set it all up. I do enjoy gaming for you guys. And as long as you guys do seem to enjoy it and want more of it, please let me know. Feedback helps. It makes making decisions on my end so much easier if you guys would just tell me more. Yeah, see, keep blaming the people. Am I out of touch? Am I out of touch? No, it's the followers. They're the ones out of touch. All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully until next time. Love, peace, and chicken grease. And I'll catch you all on the